It don't seem like it's coming from within. It's just they're just saying what they hear and not what they really feel.
Hmm. And has individual therapy helped you?
Yeah, because you get a lot more out of it because it's not so many different personalities and different addictions and stuff that you're talking to. You can concentrate on you and the other person.
Well, whether we call it a plan or not, that's an impressive way of keeping sober here. Do you like books?
I love reading.
You do?
I love reading.
How about movies?
No.
All right. Well, what I typically do is, because everyone's different, is just have resources available for people to see what they take to. You know, some people are movie people, some people are group people, some people are book people. Let me, before you leave, I'll just give you a list of books that my other patients dealing with cocaine and alcohol have said they've helped them get and then stay straight. Some are autobiographies written by people coming out. It sounds like you got a couple books within you.
I've been thinking about writing one for a long time, but like that's another one of my problems. I'm a procrastinator.
And some are self-help books about that. So some of these are available from the library or from friends or maybe from a bookstore. And when you leave, I'll also give you a copy of a book by J.C., and then we can put that on the shelf by L.C.
All right.
At the end. So we do have, if not a plan, you're doing very well on...
Just working so far.
Right. And we don't want to get cocky here.
Oh, no. Like it's not guaranteed that it's gonna last. Like like I say, I did it for 3 years before, and boom.
What are high temptation situations for you in which you may think about going back to cocaine?
Well, I guess if I get upset, just get upset, or I can't say, like I think about it now. I'm not gonna say I don't. I think about it now, but I just never went back yet.
Right.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna say that I never will. I hope and pray that I don't.
And part of our job here, I think, is to help you understand how you've been so successful.
Okay.
So you do think about it. At times I bet you get that craving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do.
But you haven't gone back to it. How are you able to do that? Like, do you push it out of your mind? Do you get busy? Do you talk to a friend?
I get busy, or I take long walks. I get off by myself. I get away from around the people quick.
Yeah.
I go off. I go to the lake and I look at the lake. I go to the zoo, or I go visit one of my sisters and sit down and talk with them. Or I go see my mother.
Right.
I go somewhere where I know it's not around, and it's not allowed around.
Yes. So we do even have a plan for that, so to speak, that when you start thinking about it, getting the urge again,
right.
I guess do all those things.
Yeah, I guess it's an unconscious plan, but that's the way it goes.
Well, we find, and a lot of research shows, that when you make that unconscious plan a little more conscious, it helps. For example, you don't want to jump out of a plane and be sewing your parachute on the way down. You want it before you get up on the plane. So before the big urge comes, if we can think out loud what works, you'll have all that sitting there saying, well, look at all these things I can do. And you have done.
Have all the tools right there in front of you.
Yes. And you just pick one. You say, well, this is time for a walk. This is time to my sisters. This is a time to stay busy.
It's time to go see Mama.
Yeah. See, everyone has a plan within them. Just doesn't come out sometimes. If you were to slip and go back, would you feel comfortable getting right back into treatment, calling your therapist, getting right back up?
No, that's one I have to think about. See, because like I'm the type of person, like once I do something I know I'm wrong, I'm wrong with this, and that's probably what I would do to keep from facing my family and everything. I feel so bad because it seems like they have so much faith in everything in me. I'd be feeling so bad to have to confront them. I'd probably go to a therapy or treatment or something just to keep from facing them.
I see.
And knowing all the time that that's the wrong reason to go. If I need to be going because I need to go, but like, if it works, it works.
All right. So if you were to have a craving, you have all these tools, and they've worked well, but on the small chance, one of those times you slipped, so it didn't go all the way back, you think you would be able to call your therapist and go back? Because it'd be really tough with that feelings of guilt and shame to talk to your family.
Right. Well, I feel like as long as, you know, if I did, as long as I got somebody or something to lean on, as long as I stopped or went to the therapist or whatever it was before I let it get out of hand again.
And do you feel confident you could do that?
Yeah, I got a lot more confidence in myself than I used to have.
Well, with that plan, there's good confidence, not overconfidence. But you sound very realistic about this and determined. You know, you're walking the walk instead of talking the talk. You're just knocking it out.
Yeah, that walk will get you in trouble sometimes.
Yeah. Depends where you walk to, huh?
Yeah, I travel a lot of roads. I never want to go back down.
Well, there's lots of things you're doing magnificently, staying abstinent, maintenance, avoiding the relapse for the cocaine. I'm wondering if part of that we can apply to the alcohol now. There was a point at which you were abusing cocaine, but you didn't think it was a problem or only a small problem?
Right. Didn't think it was a problem because, like, I used to call myself more of an enabler and this, that, and the other. And the more I bought them, the worse it got. The situation, it kept escalating. The next thing I know, I was
broke and out. So apply that to alcohol for me. Is this alcohol, is it a legitimate problem? Is it a legitimate problem and it's difficult for you to say it? Or do you think people making too much of it?
Well, I'm not going to say, I can't say that people make too much of it because I guess it depends on how you do it. Like, I know that I shouldn't do it, but I do it.
Yes.
Like I've been home now. Tomorrow will be 21 days, and like I said, I've been drinking since I've been out, and I haven't got to the point yet that I've been, would say, intoxicated. But I'm not saying that that's good either, because really, if I was abstinent of it, it would be a lot better.
So we're in that place we can say it's a problem.
Yeah,
I'd like to decrease it, but I'm not quite there yet.
No, I'm not there.
And you can also talk about it in a way without feeling too bad?
No, I don't feel bad. Well, I'm not going to say, I don't feel good, but I don't feel, you know, as bad because, like, I haven't got to abusing myself and doing this and that and the other, you know.
Yes.
But it's a good possibility that it could, you know, get out of hand again. And like I say, moderate goes to this and that and the other. And next thing you know is
one drink, one drunk. Starts out with a couple drinks and you're shaken and out of it again.
Right.
And I hope that we'll be able to find a place in which I respect your awareness of the problem, and I respect that you want to change it, and that I can be direct with you about what I think we can do to help move you further along without you feeling I'm being too pushy. Because you know therapists, we're kind of pushy. You've had some therapists like that, huh?
Well, I had some that was a little pushy.
So if I get too pushy, you could say, JC, maybe back off a little?
Sure.
All right. Did you find it helpful when you were giving up cocaine or other things in your life that you could set like a limit, or was one drink just one drunk, just too much?
Well, like what I was doing, every time at first, the only time I drink to get drunk. I never drunk to get sober. I always drink to get drunk. The only thing better than drink was another drink, you know. And like, I'm hoping that it don't get out of hand like that again.
All right. And so our goal here is to help you reduce it at first or give it up? Which comes first for you?
Well, I know it's best to just give it up, but you know, like after you you know, it's like how you say, like some things you have to break yourself down a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
It's because like sometimes you just snatch everything away at one time.
Too much.
Right.
All right. Well, so we both agree on this. We believe abstinence, cutting it to none, is where we want to get.
Right.
But if we push that too much, ain't going to happen.
That might do more harm than good.
And then you're going to come back or say to me, well, hell, that backfired, JC.
Right.
All right. So over the next week, what would demonstrate to you we're making progress and moving on? What would be your limit? Already you're doing great because you're not getting drunk.
What would be my limit to? I would say to. I would say to like now I drink. I say 3-4 days a week. If I cut it down to 2 days, that would be a big start.
Yes, it would. It's 50% right there. If someone gave us 50% more money, we'd be impressed, wouldn't we?
I'd be impressed with 25% more.
Now we're thinking alike. We know where we want to get, but it's step by step.
Right.
And I don't want pushy therapists to get in the way of us making progress.
Sounds great.
So we'll go to, you'd like your goal to be just drink twice a week.
Maybe twice a week.
And how much each time?
No, I drink about 3-4 shots, about 3-4 times a week.
Okay.
Now I could maybe cut it down to 2 days, maybe 3 shots a day.
Got it.
And spread the days out like maybe around the beginning of the week or the end of the week or the middle of the week, and no weekend drinking because that's dangerous.
Sounds like a plan. Up. I'm going with that plan stuff again. I got to get rid of that word. And when we give something up, when you root it out, sometimes we need to put something in to replace it. Boy, we do think alike. Must be this initials thing.
Well,
what purpose, what help does those shots give you?
No, I don't. Well, I feel, more, I could just relax. And to me, it's just, it seems like it's automatic sometimes. I see it and just, I see it I got one sister I go around, she got a bar like that full of alcohol. I just got going and get looking, and she said, I want to get rid of this bottle, get rid of this bottle, get rid of this bottle. Get it. And like.
But as you grab it, it looks like sometimes it helps you relax.
Yeah,
after a couple shots.
And then like I get amused, and I really opens up with my little nephews and this, that, and other. Get to playing with them, and it just seems like it brings them to me because I let them ride on me and punch on me, and go out in the yard and play with them. Then I get tired and I come in one day now. I'm old now.
So the alcohol then helps you relax.
Yeah.
And makes you a little more
sociable,
playful, sociable. I see.
That's with kids.
Yeah. So that's what we want to replace it with. Another way to relax, and how to get sociable without the shots.
I want it to be natural.
Yeah. And I'd feel good. You can see it just...
Be on natural.
Yeah. Your eyes glisten when you talk about those kids. You really look like
I love kids. That's the future of the world. That's the most beautiful thing in the world is kids.